This is Scott Becker with the Becker Business and the Becker Private Equity Podcast. We're thrilled today to be joined by a brilliant, sort of adept, flexible, smart business leader and founder. We're joined today by Jerry Siegel. Jerry's the founder of Midway Movers and Storage. He's done an incredible job of building a great business. Jerry, can you take a moment and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Midway Moving?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you, Scott. It's a true honor to be with you today, and it's all my pleasure. My name is Jerry Siegel, and I'm the president and CEO of Midway Moving and Storage. We're based in Chicago. Been in business for almost 40 years now, and since day one, our mission has been to provide the highest quality of service in the industry. And we've done, ever since our inception, almost 40 years ago, that's been the mission.
I mean, it's simply amazing. You started this and you're literally about 20 years old or so. And what drove you to start Midway Moving? What drove you to get it going? And how did you get it going?
Well, I knew some people in the industry, and when I was, in my 20s, like you said, and I quickly noticed that the industry is made up of many day laborers, independent contractors. And my goal and vision was to really professionalize and provide the highest quality of service the industry has to offer. So what I did was, just like any leader, you try to surround yourself with intelligent business leaders and business advisors, and try to grow the organization in a way where we train and employ our people. So very much, the way Midway differentiates itself from our competitors, because it's a highly competitive industry, is we train and employ all of our own people. In fact, Midway is the only moving company in the industry that has built and trains its own people. So when people call Midway, they get certified professional movers, individuals that this is what they do for a living. It's not, like an independent contractor who picks up day laborers and, they drive, most of these van lines, what they do is they have these drivers that drive from city to city all over the country, and they pick up casual labor. Many of these folks, they walk into $1 million homes and never touched a piece of furniture before. And that's the difference between Midway and others out there, right? So other companies, what they do, they oftentimes pick up this casual labor, but when clients call us, they get people who really understand what it takes to successfully complete a project.
And what I'll tell the audience is we have actually used Midway Moving for a moving job and had a crystal clean, fantastic experience. So not only am I interviewing Jerry on the Becker Business Podcast, the Becker Private Equity Podcast, we've also been a customer, and our experience was exactly as you note, and completely, truthfully fantastic. Talk for a second about moving's a brutally competitive business, operationally intense, lots of different labor flying around with different moving companies. What are a couple disciplines that you had to be very good at to be able to master this at scale and do it at the scale that you do it?
Yeah, that's a good question, Scott. Excellent question. First of all, moving can be very stressful, right? People move for all different sorts of reasons. It could be a new job, divorce, death in the family, whatnot. So I think the difference that Midway brings to the table is that we take time to walk our clients through every phase of the project, from whether it be packing, moving, storage, setup, debris removal, junk removal, whatever's needed in the entire process we can handle. And most companies don't really, I mean, they don't really take the time to really understand what the client's going through, what the challenges are, what the obstacles are at origin, destination, and where we come in and we provide value to our clients is that extra touch, that extra personal touch where we walk you through every phase of the project. And I think that's where the major difference is between, when people call Midway, we built this brand. We wanted people to understand, hey, when you call Midway, you're going to get the best quality of service in the industry, and they're going to walk you through every phase of the project. They're going to hold your hand. Moving, like I said, moving is very stressful. So for most people, so it really takes time. We have a large staff of people that are committed to providing that added touch. It's not just moving from moving from here to here. We provide the personal touch, which is far above what the industry provides.
And take a second, Jerry. You've been at this business for some time. I've watched you grow tremendously. I think you're the official moving company for the Chicago Cubs, and just have done this incredible job of growing the business. Give me, in your journey as a founder, a couple of the big inflection points, either lessons learned the easy way, the hard way. What are a couple inflection points in the business over the years that you've seen as you've grown and as you had to get better at? Talk a bit about that journey.
Well, you only get counts like the Chicago Cubs by providing excellent quality of service. Obviously, we didn't have the quality behind the service level that we do. The Cubs wouldn't use us, right? So, I think that the most important thing is that, like I said, the training center, training our people, really providing on emphasis on quality has really brought it all together. And any business leader will tell you that surrounding yourself with quality people is important, right? You can't, I could be the best business leader in the industry, but without the right staff and the right middle management team and staff and people that are committed, really doesn't. I wouldn't be too successful if I didn't have the right team behind me. And I think that providing the end result at the end of the day, it really our success is really a testament to the staff that we have. So I couldn't be grateful. I couldn't be thankful, and I'm so totally grateful for the staff that I have. And many of our employees have been with us for years and years. I have employees that have been with me for over 35 years. So and the average employee has been with us for 20 years. So at Midway, we're very well diversified. Okay, we do storage, we do moving locally, long distance, we do government work. And in fact, we were hired for this upcoming election. We're gearing up to provide polling stations set up and distribution for the upcoming primary election. And the only way you get counts like that, Scott, is to really have an excellent quality of service. And that's what we built. We built a brand where people know when they call Midway, they're going to get the best quality of service in the industry at a very fair price.
And take a moment on building that culture internally. You're in a business that's traditionally very high turnover, yet you've recruited, trained, retained people over a long period of time. How do you build that culture? And I know you personally to be just a really good person. How much is that culture come from the leadership, just wanting to take care of people well and take care of customers well? Talk a little bit about building that culture and retaining people.
Well, you you try to get a reputation of equality, and once you get into family and networks and business networks and all of that, your name gets out there, right? And your name gets out there in terms of the quality of service you provide, and it's providing quality service day in and day out. Our middle management team, like I said, is very tough, and we expect a lot from our employees when they go out there. We actually we don't just hire, like most of our competitors. Like I said, they hire independent contractors, day laborers, and this sort of thing. We put our guys through a regular curriculum before we'll put them on the street. We work with our people. We train our people. We expect a lot because our customers expect a lot. So, and I think over the years, like I said, our brand has people equate our brand with high quality relocation service, whether it's local, across the street, across the country. We're prepared to handle any type of project in any city or state.
Thank you very, very much. Talk about for a second. How has the business and technology changed and customer expectations changed over the last 10 years or so?
Okay, so that's a good question, Scott. We updated our technology. We have an AI platform that helps us gather information on the project scope. Every move is different, right? People have different furniture. There's different obstacles moving in and out. Sometimes there's a lot of artwork or televisions and all, specialized pieces that have been installed in the house that people want to take with them. So, the AI platform that we use gives us a really good hands-on approach to understanding exactly what the needs are for each particular client. So we get that information through this AI platform, and it really helps us understand what the customer needs are, and we use that to help develop a plan, a relocation plan that works and is customized for each individual project.
Thank you. And the customers really expect that individual customized service to know what you're doing, what you're getting. And again, I feel like a broken record, but we've used the service and had just fantastic help with Midway Moving, and just fantastic customer experience. So right on that. When you think about working in a blue collar business, lots of hardworking people, and I know it's a mixed day of technology, white collar and blue collar, but what's the most underrated lever for long term success in building the business that you've built that people might not talk enough about?
Well, like I said before, Scott, the most important thing is surrounding yourself with good people. And you really need a good team of people that are really dedicated to the overall mission, right? And that is providing the highest quality of service that the industry has to offer. And that's really what it comes down to, providing the highest quality of service in the industry at a price that's affordable. And, our prices are right in the middle of the market. But where we stand out is in the quality of the service that we provide. You cannot find a better quality of service in our industry. And I am so thrilled and proud of my staff, and from the middle management team, from the executive team to the middle management team to the actual movers that are doing the actual moving every day. It's truly very labor intensive, as you know, and again, I have committed people that are totally loyal to the company, and that have been with me for years and years. So I couldn't be more thankful to my staff and everyone who's helped us get to almost 40-year benchmark, and we are the largest, most recommended moving company in the state of Illinois because of them, because of my staff. Like I said, I could be the greatest leader in the industry, but without the great people that I have around me, I would be nothing, right? So I'm grateful to have such a great staff. I have great friends, colleagues, and business associates who've used this many years, and you're one of them, Scott. We moved you to, I think, if I remember correctly, we moved you to Florida, like you said. And it's just a pleasure to work with so many great friends and colleagues and families who have really put their trust in us. And it's they open the doors. We understand there's many relocations that are difficult, that are highly stressful, like I said, and just having their trust and the way we work with people, and they totally trust the quality of the service. They know when they call Midway, they're going to get an excellent team of professionals coming through the door, uniformed professionals, know what they're doing, and really understand the scope of the project based on all the information that we're able to gather at the beginning of the project. And as things from the start of the project to the end, things change all the time, and we're able to adapt to any obstacles that may change. Okay, sometimes when people get ready to move, a closing falls through and they're not able to move into their new place right away. We have storage available. We're able to accommodate any last minute request. People feel comfortable dealing with a company that can adapt to quick changes and can handle any type of situation that can arise during the project.
No, fantastic. And we've watched it, and I think your thoughts on building a culture and building a team are so completely right on. I've watched you do it for 35 years plus now. It's really remarkable. Yes, you moved us to Florida, and the only difference between our home and the one that Mark Zuckerberg is buying for $150 million is about $149 million. That's the big difference.
That's a small difference. That's nothing.
That's all it is. In any event, Jerry, what a pleasure to visit with you. Jerry Siegel, founder, CEO, Midway Moving and Storage. Remarkable what you've accomplished over a long period of time and keep on doing. Incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott. It's been a pleasure, and thank you again for inviting me to your podcast. It's truly an honor to be here. And you've set the bar very high, Scott. I'm just trying to keep up with all your success. That's all I'm trying to do.
You're doing just great. Just fantastic. Fantastic. It's just fantastic. Jerry, thank you so much for joining us. Please give the family our best. And it's great to talk to you.
Same to you, Scott. Take care, and we'll talk soon.